about the legs of a wine. Put in regular easy text. What is the scientific term that describes the legs of a wine? We call the legs what they are. And I've described to people how the legs are usually an indication of the level of alcohol, because that's the glycerin coming down. So the little bit I know about the legs are or might be or kind of concerning. For a riddle today, it wasn't a riddle, it was a question. Give me a question. She said, what is the scientific term for the legs of a wine? She gave me four multiple choice answers, only one of which I knew was not correct. She gave us the Stockholm syndrome. So I always so there was three like scientific type terms, and one of them was Stockholm syndrome. So I emailed this to John and Dave, they're wine buddies of mine that we back and forth a lot of different things. So I sent them the question, and I said, what do you guys think? Because I don't know the answer. I'm waiting for the answer. I said, all I know is it's not B. It's B was the Stockholm.
What were the other ones?
What was names I don't even remember.
Oh.
It's like,
You didn't get the answer yet.
well, that's what I mean. I forgot to go to her site to look at it.
Now you guys are all in suspense.
Just to the cliff and
No, I mean, now you
Remind me.
Yeah, you gotta go home.
Remind me. This is to get you to come back next week.
Next week.
So I'll give you the answer next week.
Well, you gotta give us the options first.
Yeah, well, I'll bring you the question, and you'll see choice B, Stockholm syndrome. Take that one off now.
You put out a question.
And
I
then
left everybody hanging.
we're
The
going
answer.
to
Just get to know the answer.
the answer next week. What
You
happened?
don't ask a question you don't know the answer.
Are you a lawyer?
What's the question?
What are you, a lawyer? Did you learn that in law school?
What was the question?
What's a scientific term for legs of a wine?
Oh, and then
He can't even remember the multiple choice answers except the one that's wrong.
so.
I don't know why you told us.
I was walking around with following.
Yeah.
Andy's looking it up. You don't have to wait till next week.
So that's coming up next week. Luckily, we have you all back here next week.
You'll see it there soon.
Okay.
So I like this wine.
Am I on now?
Yeah, you're on.
I have answers.
Okay.
It's 1999 and 12.5%.
Two wines so far at 12.5. I mean, kind of like well managed alcohol levels. So we shall see what happens. Anything else you want to say about this wine? Throwing on you? So what happens with someone? You kind of like you give it. You give it a little bit after you give it.
Gibbs Marangoni.
That's it, right?
Gibbs Marangoni.
That's the one.
Oh, so that's the answer?
Gibbs two names. Gibbs dash Marangoni.
So I guess you don't have to come back next
Okay.
week then. All right. Cheese is coming out.
Well, I explained to you, it's the level of glycerin.
Yeah, so do try that one. I was saying that I thought this rosé would go well with lobster. It just strikes me that way because it's big and it's rich like that. And this is sort of in that vein. I know completely different, but you'll see the cocktail is really rich. But question for you: the goat cheese. We're starting to see those, right? The fresh goat cheese. This is sort of the time for that.
Yeah, this is the perfect time to get your goat cheese. Most of the stuff you'll see out of France will be, it's a little bit older and it's pasteurized, so it's gonna be over 60 days and pasteurized. But it's added. This is the milk you want to take.
Yeah, this is a really good time. Another great pairing for rosés with these goat cheeses. I would hold on to that, the one that's in the wheel coming around to you, until just a little bit later in the lineup. Personally, it probably will work just fine with this one. But there are some nice lean ones coming up, very short, including I think the next two that would probably be good.
And the herbs in there are going to be lavender and fennel.
Let me give you the grapes on the carousel. Let me do that. Okay, you ready? Yep. Pretty basic blend. Senso. Oh, they give you a percentages here. 40% Senso. 30% Grenache. 20% Syrah. And 10% Caladoc. Brian, do you know about the Caladoc grape? I don't know a lot about it. Do you?
No.
Okay.
But I do like Cinsault based rosé.
I'll spell it. It's Caladoc. So not a grape that most of us are not familiar with. So now for the Languedoc. So we saw on the map where all these regions are. Hampton Water Rosé. I didn't really find a lot about this wine, and I was just saying to Nora here that Hampton, that's like Long Island, right? Hampton. That what? Oh yeah, the Hampton, yeah. So
I think so.
Yeah.
Hampton Water is Bon
oh,
Jovi.
this is it.
Yes.
Hey, Bon Jovi.
His son was here signing bottles.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, Hampton
Well, then we'll be back.
Yeah. William's trying to get Bon Jovi here, but come on.
Water.
He's gonna try though.
Will we settle for Len?
we had what's her name, Lorraine Baca.
That's true. Little different.
You here for Lorraine Baca?
I was.
Yeah.
You were
Ryan
here?
Bracco.
Williams pulled some stuff
Yeah.
off, so let's see what it is.
Sopranos. Yeah. And the movie. Godfather? Goodfellas.
So this one strikes me as less fruit.
Okay, so this is Hampton Water Rosé. How's our color? I don't know, pretty similar to this first one, right?
Yeah.
Pale.
This one's more pale, I think, than
Yeah.
the last two.
Is this a pale salmon or a pale copper? Still got the copper.
It's close to the first one.
Okay,
This is almost color.
let's give it a swirl. And Patrick, what am I looking for on the glassware now? The Night Rider, what's it called?
He doesn't remember.
I don't know.
He doesn't remember.
It's a Bergen
Rider?
It seems like there are more legs though.
Then I would recommend stop going to that.
How about an aroma? I'm not getting a whole lot.
There are a lot of legs.
There's a little bit more spice in this. You don't know how to.
Struggling to get something here.
There's more mineral stuff in here, but there's. It's lean.
Good with the cheese.
I'm sure with the you don't with that one. I would try it with that. This one I would think the goat cheese on personally. I'm gonna try. Not for nothing, I think everything's gonna work well with the competition. Interesting.
Very nice. Chocolate. Yes.
Oh, I gotta tell you, I like this. It's
Yeah?
not.
What do you like about it? I don't like it.
You don't like it? I like the that sort of lean mineral note that's in there. Lighter, brighter. It's not as rich as the first two. In fact, I would probably have swapped. I would have started
I
with
can see
this
that.
one.
More on top of this one.
Yeah, this one because it's just light and bright. It's a back patio wine, but it doesn't need food. The first two would really like food. This one is just sort of a summer sip.
Let me give you the grapes on this one, the Hampton Water. Grapes will be, grapes are,
Grenache.
I got 60% Grenache, 15% Sansel, 15% Mourvèdre, 10% Syrah. The classic Loire Valley blend.
And it's the lighter use of that, Syrah.
Lighter use, 10% Syrah.
Yeah, so it doesn't have as much.
15 each Sansel and Mourvèdre, and 60% Grenache. Mourvèdre. Now, did this one have like some funky glass top I'm reading?
Yes. I mean, it's not funky. We've seen glass.
Yeah, I was just checking with Jan. This bottle has one of these glass tops. You guys have seen it.
Right.
Like Pasqua has it.
Pasqua does? It actually is, it's stamped on the top. More than that.
Pasqua. We haven't seen it.
I don't think we're seeing it yet.
Now we need numbers from you, right?
Yes.
So let's get some numbers from Jan on the Hampton.
So this is $19.99,
I like that.
13%. $19.99.
Especially when you have that competition to finish. Yeah, coconut.
I got coconut lifesaver at the end of it.
But not sweet like coconut.
No.
I know.
Yeah, the tropical. I'll throw it there. And now my.
Okay, any last thoughts on this one? Hampton Water? John Bon Jovi, April, May 31st. We'll be here.
Yeah? It's his winery. It's his wine.
Celebrity wine.
Yeah.
He's got a wider.
What's his name? What's his name on it?
So it's really insane. He really understands.
Was he here?
All right. This is very awesome.
Bon Jovi himself? Well, it says right here, favorite.
Yeah, it does. Cola, right?
Well, that's it.
Okay, Chateau Saint Martin. Well, what's our color we got?
This one actually does have some pink to it.
A little bit of pink. That's more. Oh,
I gotta put it up on my paper. Now he's looking at it.
You almost need to see anything.
She owns it.
Hold on a minute.
well, on the nose, I like the nose. Beautiful. Nose is very fresh.
A little bit of underripe peach.
No.
Banana, just a touch of banana.
Banana, yep. Nice fresh.
Increases.
Strawberry.
I love the nose.
Yeah.
Just a little banana. It's sort of deep in there, but there is some banana in there. It's not like a heavy banana. Sometimes you get that strawberry banana thing on a rosé, and it can be really dominant. This one is just like in here. It's just a bit of a it's tucked in.
Yeah, when you
Yeah, that underripe nectarine.
when your nose pops, the banana comes through.
Yeah.
But yeah, the nectarine is.
Yes. Yeah, we're talking into it.
No, but I smelled it.
Yeah. a lot of tropical stuff in
I was
this.
gonna say, very tropical.
Yeah.
Really, this
Good
one,
acidity.
this one
Yeah.
is screaming summertime.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
it's more, yeah. It's not your tropical. Say.
It was nice, I like this one.
It's really good.
You think it's unusual? The banana is very often in Beaujolais wine. Beaujolais?
Yeah.
Beaujolais?
Yeah,
It's very common actually in Beaujolais.
It comes on with me at least 4 times a week.
This one does?
Mhm.
Oh.
this is
Now, is this,
not to sway you,
Oh, this is the one we get from.
but in our household, currently,
Yeah.
it may change toward the end of the year, but this is a rosé.
now,
Yes.
you've had this one several years here in the store?
Oh, yeah, we've had this one a decade anyway.
Last year was between this and Commodore, so
Oh.
Yeah.
now
And how does this vintage compare to previous vintage?
This is great.
23 years, look for,
I think, personally, not to talk anybody into, personally, this, for me, is the rosé of the year. So far that we've tasted.
well, that's why I started saying I like this one.
Food pair.
This has got nice fruit, good balance.
I would do this with halibut, which we did the other night. Halibut, we did it with avocado creme, and it was a seared avocado, and then blistered tomatoes next to it, which was take it to the back.
You made that?
oh,
Seared avocado.
No, it's not seared avocado. It's avocado crema. With seared, it's just
Like
it's
a cream.
guacamole crema. It's guacamole with sour cream.
Okay, got
For
it.
lack of a better.
But didn't you say you charred the avocado first?
No,
No,
what,
okay,
what
sorry.
we did was we blistered the tomatoes.
not we.
So
Yeah.
first thing is the halibut fillet seared in a pan.
Right.
Nice crust on it.
Yeah.
Turn it, and then
I'm
the
lucky.
last second throw some tomatoes in there really hot.
Yeah.
Burn the outside of the tomatoes,
Yeah.
and then put those around the plate. But you can't stop,
And he originally did it with scallops,
which is also really good.
wonderful. I thought-
But halibut's a lot like that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's really fleshy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And rich. What this offsets it. Just, I mean. So that would be good. I think grilled shrimp would be really good with this. Scallops would be very good.
Yeah, it was pork chops too.
I was gonna say.
It could hold, it definitely can hold up to pork chop. By the way,
Lobster.
if you have not discovered, Balducci's has Berkshire pork chops.
I got some there.
Yeah, for the summertime, forget about the stuff that they sell. No offense to shop right
Big box.
shop. Yeah, don't buy that. But you know what? Who's got really, really good pork chops? If you want, go to a pig called Durac. D-U-R-A-C. The O-C. D-U-R-O-C. Pork. It's this red pig. It's got great marbleization. You remember the pork chops that you had as a kid?
Where do they sell?
Straight ahead. You go through and just walk straight ahead to the back.
Yeah, the bakery's here and then the prepared foods are here, so it's right ahead.
Yeah, just walk straight to the back wall and just look for the pork. It's the only thing pork chops they sell. It's the only pork they sell is Durac. And it's this red Italian
Yeah.
pig that is,
We had it the other night.
Imported from Italy? Or they grow here?
I don't know the answer to that. That I do. They are originally from Italy. And if you want something that's rich but also has great
Yeah.
moisture in
Four
there,
locations.
We had them the other night. They were delicious.
so good.
Yeah.
They're really good. Yeah. When you rediscover things down the line, you know, and take you back to a place in time like pork chops. When I was a kid, I loved them, and then as an adult, I never liked them very much. But since going, Balducci's has great Berkshire.
I've gotten the Berkshire at Balducci's.
Yeah. And those are really good. They've got nice marbleization. Custom Meats also has great marbled stuff. They actually took some advice from this store, and they finished their pigs. Their growers finish their pigs on acorns, and acorns
The Iberico.
is the Americans. Different breed, but still has
The acorn do the trick.
Yes, the acorn. Anyway, enough about that.
Okay, so
Let's get back to the work.
so we got a good rosé, one of the good ones tonight so far, the better, I think. And we got the recipes to go with it.
Yeah.
Now all we need is the numbers from Jim.
Now we need
I'll get those.
We need the cook.
For $26.99 and 12.5.
Another 12.5. Easy drinking rosés today. Now, the grape varieties in the Chateau Saint Martin. A grape, Brian, I'm not familiar with. The Tiburon grape. You know the Tiburon? And that's 2 for 2 now. I sent back to school.
What's going on?
You know this grape, the Tiburon TI?
Yeah.
What is
You
that
know
grape?
this great. What?
I don't know this grape.
Yes, you do.
What percentage of Tiburon?
The milk percentages.
Oh.
Tiburon, Sanso, and Grenache.
Yeah, you definitely know this.
Okay. Have to sleep on it.
Yeah.
I'll wake up and it'll
Go
be there.
back to
The picture. So they didn't give me the percentages. It's 3 grapes. It's Tiburon as the first grape. So if it's like highest percentage, then that's it. Then Sanso and then Grenache. A lot of Grenache tonight. Grenache is, great. Rosé.
Grenache is a great rosé grape.
Well, yeah, those are big grapes in the rosé world. And let's see. So we got the numbers, right?
Yeah.
We got the grapes. Now let's look at. Well, you look on the map already. So we're going to move basically from the south of France because we've been in the first wine was south of France, Mediterranean, Languedoc, Provence. Now we're going up to Touraine and then Saint-Cyr and staying in the Loire. So basically, we're going to the Loire Valley for these next 3 wines. Organization of things. Now they can be 100% ready if they are.
They have.
You can do the punch, is that what we're... All right, well, that's fair.
The other one was just like this.
So as far as the color?
Yeah, meaning it matters.
This one's got just a little more color to it, right?
Yeah, right. Now, when I was looking up this Mary Taylor, she's got like a big operation, right? I mean, multiple productions.
So,
Do you know anything
come
about
to
her?
her class?
I don't know anything.
Who
about
was here for the Mary Taylor?
I wasn't here.
She doesn't sound very French.
She's not very French at all. In fact, she lives in Newtown, Connecticut. Yeah, but I will tell you, she's. Am I allowed to swear? Yeah, sure. She's fucking bad. She really is. She's
Now,
Mary,
is she a certified winemaker or just a marketeer?
She's a marketing person, but she very much like some of our favorite importers. She works with the producer.
Gotcha.
And so what she has done, I love this. So Mary Taylor started getting into wine and started getting into sort of hipster wine. But we're hipster wine. For anything off of the beaten path, right? So we all know Cabin, Merlot, and Loire, blah, blah, blah. She looks for all of the wines that we, the masses, are not looking at, that only the wine geeks are looking at. She finds producers that will bottle, work with her to create a wine and bottle it, but you will not find a great type on there that you know, that you're comfortable with. And everything she does is really reasonably priced, and it opens up the wine world, and the wines will also.
Well, that's what I found out when I researched on her website.
We did. We did Mary Taylor.
Well, you did just fine.
Yes. Yes. Yes, you can do hipster wines. You know what happens when I do hipster wines? Sit there when I do dessert wines. Nobody shows up. Everybody says, "Oh, do it," and then nobody signs up for it. But
Wasn't she also focused on?
yes is the answer. Not exclusively, but she does love to work with her. If you meet her, if you didn't do the class with us,
I know what I meant, because I didn't.
female. And she does work with a lot of female winemakers. But the really cool thing about Mary Taylor is that she is, very much like what we try to do next door at Harry's. We try to sort of simplify the wine world as best we can and make everybody feel like you can be a part of it. She does that with really esoteric. So a more difficult job as far as I'm concerned. I can sell you whatever you want. If you come over next door and you say, "Yeah, give me something cool," I can give you one of her wines. If you go, "I really feel more comfortable with Pinot Noir," I can give you a Pinot Noir. She doesn't have that ability. She can't do that. And she's made a business out of it. And I gotta tell you, not for nothing, a really successful business. And one of the really key things that she does is she keeps all of her wines in Florida. So you're willing to take a chance.
Right.
And then all of a sudden it opens up this door in the wine world that you didn't expect to be open or weren't really interested until she introduced it. That's a pretty
Well, when I was on her website today, she does look, I didn't really read much of it. I just looked specifically for this wine so I could get information about it. But if you go to her website, she's got like a whole page. You just scroll down. And she got all these wines from around the world that you never really heard much.
You never heard of them.
So I didn't spend time really poking around.
And they're going out under her label.
Yeah, they all look the same. All of her labels look the same.
So
As a retailer, it's maddening. I'd like to kill her for it.
Sorry. Yeah.
But-
I've seen it,
Yeah, white label, her name at the bottom, and just that one title. I'm going to show it to the camera. Her the other day.
It's a little bit pale. It's not. See it?
Well, this is an empty bottle. So
I know.
that will do
I'm
that
looking
every
at the
time.
label.
Well, really, the label is the toughest thing. I'll tell you what's really difficult is when she has two bottles with the same thing on it, like Cecilia, and one's red and one's white. And then you bring them up to the counter and they're like just counting capsules and saying, "Oh, okay, 6 of them," and it's actually 3 and 6. We love her to death, but that's a real pain.
Never heard you talk about her before.
She's newer in the industry overall.
I don't know anything about her either.
I'm going to say maybe late 20s, something like that. She's young. She's really young, really hip, really cool.
She lives in where? Newtown?
Newtown. She's on Lake Zor. She's got a property on Lake Zor, and she travels a ton. And she's developed a really great relationship because most people come talking to these people, the big brands. So say you're a Diageo or somebody like that, big giant importer. You come to their property and you say, you do this and you do that. Yeah, maybe we'll think about it. Or she comes to these properties and she's like, let's have lunch, you know, and she'll start talking all about, no, I'm not interested in your Syrah, in your Pinot Noir. Those things are not interesting. I want to know about Terroir. I want to know about the lesser grapes.
And so, how many different labels do you have of hers?
I would say probably
5 or 6.
it's more than
More
that.
than that?
Probably.
How many
It's
do you-
probably,
I said 5 or 6.
it's probably 8 or 9. Yeah, it's good. This is the newest introduction. In any case, this is terrain. And
So-
we get it, start immediately getting into those grapes.
So let's see. Let me read the grapes out for everyone. So Candy just said she saw that all the grapes are on the back label, but from her website, like I said, when I went to her page, all the wines are there. And I just scrolled down and looked specifically for the Terrain Rosé. And this now is 20% Gamay, which of course is the Beaujolais grape. 20% Gamay, 20% Cabernet Franc, which of course is that beautiful blending red in Bordeaux. It has that little kind of vegetal note sometimes. 20%, I'm gonna have Lenore say this word. Let me say that. Lenore.
No.
No, don't mean. That's easy for her to say. And 20% Gros U. Brian, if you knew, you could help me, but no. The other one. Gros U. And I do know that 20% cot is another word for Malbec.
So there's no.
Oh, Grenache.
Wow.
Gamay, Cab Franc, New Guinea, Gros U, and cot, which is another word for Malbec. So yeah, those are some couple, 2, 3 different grapes.
Interesting.
And a really cool wine. And this is what she delivers all the time.
And we need numbers from Jim, right, Jim?
They're not what you would expect.
So it's $17.99 and 11%.
11%.
I was gonna say it was
Wow.
17.99.
You hardly ever get a rosé, almost any wine at 11%.
Yeah. It was on Saturday.
Well, we did do a Saturday tasting with the wine, and we did a class. Yeah,
Oh, she was here doing a
I
class?
think you did. Probably did. And her wines are like $12 to $20. And they're all super cool, esoteric. Yeah, she wanted to make a mark, and I have to tell you, one person's opinion. She wanted to make a mark in the wine world, doing it differently than everybody else. And for my money, she killed it. She killed it. Between $10 and $20 for her wine. Yeah, how do you beat that? All these varietals that you don't typically see, and they're balanced wines. So she works with the winemaker to get these expressions that the American market will like. And we're in Connecticut. This is the nest, right? When her brand goes nationwide, if and when it does, and it may never, but if and when it really expands out there, choose a name you remember. Very much like, you know who she reminds me of is Gretchen Thomas. Gretchen Thomas is, right? You know who she is?
Yeah.
The one who does Barcelona's wine.
Yeah.
Sorry, Len. All right, let's get back to it. I think there's more orange in this. You know what this looks like in my glass? It looks like an Aperol spritzer.
Yeah,
Well done.
it's in that world, you're right. How about the nose? What are we smelling at?
Rich, dark.
Red fruit.
Yeah.
Red fruit,
I got
cherry,
Belgian.
red
got
cherry.
bell pepper. Well, it's got to be red bell pepper. You're smelling green bell pepper?
Yes, you know why?
Bell pepper.
You know why she is?
I gave it taste it.
90% Cab Franc.
There you go.
Nicely done.
You can even taste it.
Who did this? Susan?
Yeah.
Susan called it. You got the green?
And I'm a cab from lover.
So this wine is 90% Cab Franc and 10% of the grape we hit on earlier, Grolleau. Grolleau. 10% Grolleau.
And Christine gets credit. I said pepper, she said green bell pepper.
Okay.
Let's set the record straight. Yeah.
I don't like hot fries. If you like hot fries,
Imagine red wine.
When we're together.
It's cool, and it's so natural, red wine. Yeah, you like that one?
You still keep it counted, right?
You never got it? Okay, I like this wine. Cab Franc, 90%, 10% Grolleau.
That's the one you said twice tonight. I mean, you're saying terroir, you don't know what it is, which is beyond me. I still can't figure it out. But what is rosé?
On the list. I don't know that. No, there's
Maybe you and I are starting to age out.
senior moment.
Yeah.
Speak for
I
yourself.
don't know what that means for me.
Listen, I didn't retire. That's all I'm saying.
I retired, but they pulled me back.
But they keep pulling me back.
And I'm older than him, so I don't know what that means for me.
Oh, you're in trouble. Okay, let's get some numbers from Jim.
So we're 20.99 and 12.5.
That's it. This is low alcohol
Wine
night.
is the night, right? If you do the average, we're 12.3 because we had no.
So that means when I get home, I don't even have to take my 2 aspirins when I get home tonight.
We had a 13.
Oh, we had a 13, so we're still at 12.
See that?
I need a lot of aspirins. Okay, so we've been in the Loire, and we have the Cab Franc, 90%. Susan called the green bell pepper on that one.
No, Christine.
Oh, who did? I didn't. Why were you all pointing at you? Oh,
She said it, but
okay.
out loud.
Well, Christine's right again. I know. Christine's made many good calls over the years, more than her husband Rachel has.
Yeah.
She just says it across.
Now, okay, we're going to go now from the north. We're going to finish up back on the Mediterranean coast in the village of Cassis.
Mouthfeel on that too.
Yeah.
Than in previous vintages,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They're just like,
So
it's just like
you said like the
thread that,
fruitier first.
yeah,
Yeah.
the thread that runs through them. And they're all pretty balanced. But yeah, a little bit lower in acidity, but you don't get as much of that green, generally speaking, through here. They don't need time. They're like, take it home, right? I'll give you something to do, something to pay attention to. Because if you're not in the industry, you don't know this happens. And that is, when you go out to your restaurants all spring this year, look at your menu when you're ordering your rosé. Because in the restaurant business, they burn out from last year's. So if you come to Harry's, William will give you a 2022. He will be like, "Whoop, I don't care how good it was. We're done with that."
He's selling it out
Sometimes,
the back door to the restaurant.
yeah, maybe. But sometimes to his own detriment, because there are rosés that work better the next year. Topples is a good example of that. Bandoles is a good. Garouche. What's that? The Garouche. Yeah, these are made to last for years.
Yeah, they're made to, yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of them that are out there, when you go out to the restaurant, look and you'll see a lot of these Provençal rosés are still from the 2022. And then all of a sudden you'll hit July and things will be like, wow, this is really good. I don't remember being this good. And it's simply because they've switched it.
Now, this rosé has always been a popular one here at the store. Bagnon Cassis, yeah. Now, you got the little color here. These last three wines have had this shade, right? Kind of copperish, reddish copperish, salmon. So,
Half and half too.
how about on the nose? What do you get? Very clean. Very clean, very fresh. If you're doing nose pop, you get a little bit more red fruit.
A little earthy.
I didn't see like a riverbank.
Yeah,
I get a riverbank.
yeah, I know what you're talking
You know what I mean? Like the moss and the wet,
Yeah, and that wet dirt,
the wet dirt.
or even like wet clay.
Yeah.
But it's substantial. It's not wimpy.
No, it's not.
And by the looks of the legs on the glass, this might be our biggest alcohol of the night. The way it looks, we'll see.
Yeah, those are slow moving, right?
Yeah, yeah, it should be at the higher level. How about the flavors? What do we get? Here. Creamy. That's all. Now this one, we're back to the more commonplace grapes. Grenache, Sanso, and Roubaix.
And take it to the bank again. Neil Rosa.
Is that, what is this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, RWM Selections, right?
Nice mouthfeel. This is the first one in the last 2 or 3 where the tannins actually peel it off of my palate.
Mhm.
But I want something fattier. Maybe this is this duck?
You just have duck on your mind.
I must have it on my mind. Salmon. Yeah, salmon would be in that game.
But this shows well every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are
It's
some
a well-made
areas
wine.
where
It's good juice.
this is another very good.
Yep.
I didn't love his last year's.
This one I like.
This one I really love. Yeah. And you're going to see our newsletter's about to come out. This one's on it. The Ethanol is on it. The Soleil is on it.
Okay, any final thoughts on this one before we get to numbers? Which one? Like it, huh? Well, definitely go to her website and you'll see what I mean, what I saw today. I didn't spend any time other than one for it. She's got a whole page and a half of all her wines. Just like Patrick said, I guess, all these esoteric grapes.
Yeah, I will tell you, you want a really cool tasting with your friends. Just come in here, buy the Mary Taylor lineup. It costs you less than $100, and get your friends together. It's a really
There you go.
cool
That's a plan.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get the final numbers from Jan and then we'll get Patrick up here.
So it's $34.99
Hold on, $34.99.
Now we're getting serious.
and 13.5.
See, there you go. Big wine of the night. Finale.
Which isn't really big.
This one will hold up for a number of years.
Oh, that's great.
So we do our final salute. Those of you that still have a little bit left. Salute. Everyone's drinking this one down.
Cheers.